What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Backrow Boys. And right now, we're looking like not really a back row right now. I'm obviously with my back row boy, not boys.
Hey,
Boy, my boy Stan. What it is?
what it do, man? Hey, it's good to be here, just me and you. Like I was mentioning, the back row duo. We're just losing one by one, but it's okay. We still got the ship afloat, right? I think one time I heard where two or three are met in the name, the back row boys are still there. I think that's the quote, right? So,
I think it's also from the Bible, but I think that's also in our policies and procedures for the Backrow Boys. So it might work. So, but no, I mean, hey,
that's what HR told me on the onboarding.
yeah, on the onboarding, they told me a lot of things that I wasn't allowed to say. So I'm definitely gonna get fined for the rest of these episodes. But no, it's good to be here. It's a obviously we've been talking about the weather. Texas is still going crazy. But it feels like the whole world's on fire right now, right? Man, one exciting thing that I am happy to talk about today is the greatest thing of all time. I've never been. Something is that's definitely on my bucket list. San Diego Comic-Con was this past weekend, Stan. Dude,
Oh man, it was awesome. I'm sure
bro.
you saw all the kind of crazy reveals, the trailers, or I don't know if you've seen the trailers or not yet, but I
I
haven't personally. I've been waiting for
I
this podcast to actually watch them.
I have not seen the trailers yet either, but I do follow a lot of Instagram pages that they go through the comics. Shout out to I think it's comic.com IG page. And I follow all these like smaller pages and they get like the greatest insights and they know like I don't know how people find these inside scoops or certain things, but it's been crazy to see what Marvel is doing right now. And hey, I mean, I don't want to just say that Marvel is the only thing that's being talked about at Comic Con. We got, I'm sure Star Wars is being talked about. I know I'm sorry, DC was getting talked about with Black Adam movie, Shazam, all these other movies that's coming out. Yeah, Fury of the
I
Gods,
think they
man.
revealed Dan Snyder, or not Dan Snyder, Quinn Snyder. No, Quinn
Yep.
Snyder is the basketball coach. Dan Snyder is the director, right? So Dan Snyder, he's
Yeah.
going to be in Teen Titans Go. So I don't know if
Yep.
anyone saw that. He's going to make a cameo in that.
Yeah, yeah. That's gonna be exciting, man. It's just I'm telling you, man, like it's kind of I think I geek out with these things because I grew up
Mm.
reading the comic books. I grew up watching the movies, the TV shows. Like I really get into the superheroes. And obviously you and I both know that superheroes run Hollywood right now. Like, I mean, there
Mm-hmm.
hasn't been an actor or actress that hasn't been a superhero, right? Am I right or am I wrong? So
I think that's the peak, right? So you see these big, smaller actors kind of being these other shows, and then I feel like once you get to the peak is once you get into superhero movie, right?
right.
And then once you get into superhero movie, you've made it, and then you can kind of do whatever you want, kind of like Chris Evans, right? Chris
Right.
Evans was doing things, but he was famous before. Then he
Mm-hmm.
got to Captain America, and now he's doing kind of whatever the hell he wants to. Same
Right.
with Benedict Cumberbatch. He
Mm-hmm.
was an awesome actor even before he was Doctor Strange. Now he's Doctor Strange. It's the perfect role for him. And then
Mm-hmm.
now he can pick up whatever he wants to do. Same thing with Chris Pratt. Same thing with kind of just any actor in the MCU universe. You can kind of
Right.
name it, right?
No, it's true, man. I mean, like, obviously Chris Evans and Ryan Gosling just had a movie come out. It's called The Gray Man. Guys, check it out on Netflix. No affiliation, no sponsorship, just free shout out early on. But you're right, man. I mean, Chris Evans, you're right, because I think he was like the lovable, like rom-com type of guy. But like, dude, Steve Rogers, Captain America, that guy, like that role, I believe took him to the next level of acting. And I mean, dude, I mean, it's true, that's America's ass right there. You know what I'm saying? So
It is America's ass.
that's
It is
America's.
America's ass.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But
And
dude,
for the viewers, I don't know if they saw at home yet. So our lovely T-shirts we're wearing. I know you're wearing a
yeah.
Spider-Man T-shirt over there.
Shout out to
I
my
did.
boy Spidey.
Hey, this is a cool T-shirt. That's the one from the meme, right? Not
Yeah.
that picture, but have you seen the one with the four villains and like that meme? You know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So, dude, I love that meme. And I
Yeah.
didn't love shirts, so but Marvel is owned by Disney, so I have a little Mickey
Hey,
Mouse
that's my
shirt.
boy.
I have Disney on bottom, Wolverine on top. So
Let's
I
go.
definitely need a
Hey,
haircut, man.
hey, you're
I
representing, bro.
definitely did a haircut.
Hey, you looking fire, bro. You looking like fire.
Logan,
Logan, where are you?
Logan.
Obviously, I wanted to give the BRB universe some information. If you guys don't know what the San Diego Comic Con is, yes, it's a real thing. I had my wife was like, "What is Comic Con? That's a real thing. I only see it in TV shows." No, it's a real thing. So it's pretty much started in 1970, and it's been going on since, or until it's going on ever since. Obviously with the pandemic, I don't know for sure if they had it or not, but it's one of those things where people go crazy for it. Like they do like what is it? They dress up, they get into characters, they go all out. And they stand in line for days, hours. Like it's insane the dedication. And
It's
to be
called
honest,
cosplay, Eddie. Cosplay.
is it cosplay? I was about to say Coldplay.
Cosplay. Coldplay. Cosplay.
No, it's insane. You haven't been, right? To
No, so actually, so San Diego Comic Con is the big one that everyone knows.
Mhm.
But there's a bunch of other smaller Comic Cons that happen kind of in pretty much every single city. So Dallas actually had one. I think they have
Right.
one every year, right? But
Right. Mhm.
actually, tickets to go to near, while I was in Austin, it was in Dallas, but something came up, so I couldn't go.
Okay.
And that's the year that Arrow and Flash were pretty big. And Stephen Amell actually came to that. Again, they have a bunch of other actors. They have like meet and greets and things like
Mhm.
that. But I think Stephen Amell or Arrow was the big headliner for that.
Right.
But personally, I've never gone to Comic Con. One of my goals is eventually go to San Diego Comic Con. I think as Backrow Boys, we should definitely do it. I think that'd be a fun ass trip to go to. I know a friend actually, or a friend of a friend. He went to San Diego Comic Con, but the way he got tickets was he signed up to volunteer. So
Gotcha.
you can I don't know exactly what he did, but apparently like months in advance you can sign up to volunteer, and then you get free tickets to go there. But then you have to find your own like housing, lodging, things like that.
Sure.
But still free tickets and kind of an excuse to go. That's always a plus, right?
Right. Exactly. And I'm telling you, man, and it could be where, maybe the Backrow Boys, we take a trip to San Diego and we check out Comic-Con. So that could be a fun experience. We'll talk about that in our meetings later on. But no, man, it's one of those like crazy things where, like I said before, I got to see a lot of the Instagram videos of people just like being there. And obviously there's things that leak out where it's like, you see, what actors show up at the Comic-Con. And that's another thing too. Apparently it's like, like for example, we were mentioning DC has a new movie called Black Adam out. And Dwayne The Rock, my boy, was at Comic-Con. He showed up in full costume. And you had like Chris Pratt, Star-Lord was there. You had the Daredevil characters, the She-Hulk characters. You had like tons of people there from the TV shows. And so it's like one of those big events where like the fans are expecting a lot of big things. And another thing that the fans are expecting, and if you attend San Diego Comic Con, you get to see trailers before the public gets to see them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's super exciting.
I know we're anticipating to watch some trailers on this show for sure. But I know there's clips from like other movies that aren't even on like YouTube or anything yet. It's
right.
Like you have to be there to see it. And then the only other way you can see it is at least when the official trailers come out or when the movie comes out. But I know they showed snippets from the movie I believe I know Ant-Man and the Wasp had, or Ant-Man Quantumania. That one had a clip where it's not on YouTube yet.
Right.
But I was reading again. People like post all about it on like social media, online post forums, things like that. So textually, if you read it, you can kind of find out what happens. But sometimes you just want to wait and see.
Right. The crazy thing about Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. So that's one of the new movies that's coming out, I believe, early next year. And so
the first part of Phase 5.
First part of Phase 5. So for the people out there that don't understand what's happening right now, so we're kind of entering two things. We're in the Phase 4 after the Infinity Saga, after Thanos and all that stuff. So we're kind of entering that storyline where we're trying to figure out, all these things, like how do you deal with, post, the snap, post Tony dying, post, Steve Rogers is gone, Black Widow is gone. A lot of people have kind of gone, and the Avengers is kind of not broken up, but it's in a different place right now. And so right now we're in Phase 4, and we're pretty much entering what they're calling the multiverse saga. I mean, I'm up to date with everything. I believe you are too, Stan, with all the TV shows and everything like that.
Yeah, for the MCU specifically. So
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't watch like the non-MCU canon one. So again, surprisingly, you'll probably be surprised to hear this, but I never watched the original Daredevil. Spoilers for Spider-Man, pretty much spoilers for anything in MCU. If you haven't watched anything in the MCU up to this point, or at least caught up, you probably shouldn't watch this now. At least catch up to, I would say, maybe Thor. Thor Love and Thunder. Watch up to Thor Love and Thunder and then kind of watch this podcast. That's your spoiler warning for this episode. Right. Besides kind of the trailers and things like that we're going to watch. But yeah, I haven't watched back in the day the old Daredevil show. The only one I actually seen, and then I didn't get that big pop that everyone did in Spider-Man No Way Home. Or was it No Way Home? Yeah, No Way Home.
Yeah, No Way Home. Yep. So it's pretty intense. Like some of these movies have been so exciting. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm not like I'm a huge, Marvel fanboy. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm.
But I mean, some of the movies have kind of been dull a little bit. Like I just saw Thor: Love and Thunder. Doctor Strange 2 wasn't all that great. It's cool because it continues the storyline. It continues to
Mm.
add chapters to this whole saga, the multiverse
I
saga.
like Doctor Strange too because I feel like it did
Mhm.
a different take. It did like horror, right? Which
Right.
again we don't typically see in the Marvel
Mm-mm.
movies. Thor, though, I mean, Thor's a good movie. I liked it. It was, but that's exactly what it was. It was a Marvel movie,
It
right?
was
It was
Marvel.
nothing
Hmm.
more, nothing less. It was just a Marvel movie. You get the
Exactly.
action, you get the comedy. Good guy beats a bad guy at the end. I mean, big whoop, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But again, the set pieces, the action was all good, but nothing that would blow me away. At least
Right.
Doctor Strange was doing something a little different. But again, I get your point as well.
No, yeah, and yeah, I mean, and I love that you liked it a lot because I did like it. It just, I think maybe I was walking into Doctor Strange with too much anticipation. Like I'm expecting
Mm.
to see like, multiverse Wolverine, multiverse like Chris Evans as Human Torch. Like I was thinking, and they were talking about Tony Stark coming back as Tom Cruise, with the actor Tom Cruise doing it.
Mm.
So I was walking, I'm like, dude, my mind's gonna be blown in the situation. But yeah, I mean, like I said, it's all part of the chapter. It's all part of the whole saga that's going to build up to the biggest, villain. And obviously, people don't know out there the next villain for Phase 4 or 5 and the next Avengers is going to be Kang the Conqueror.
Or is
It's
it? Or will he actually be the big bad at the end? I mean, of course, I think
ooh,
again, we'll get to here in a little bit, but they've
yeah,
definitely announced the last two movies that are coming out. One
mm-hmm,
has, of course, King's name in it.
yep,
But the other one, I'm not sure how much you know about it, but the big baddie in that one is supposed to be Doctor Doom, right?
Doctor Doom, yes, sir.
I mean, of course, I think the big baddie in leading up to probably end again introduced in Loki was Kang the Conqueror,
Yep.
and I think they're going to build that. I think he's if you haven't seen the poster for Ant-Man Quantumania,
Mm-hmm.
he looks like to be an integral. At least one of the Kangs is going to be an integral part of that, and I think yeah they'll be building him up. I would be surprised along the way if we didn't see a post-credit scene, even as soon as the Wakanda Forever November that
Yep.
has like Doctor Doom at the end. Or
Yeah.
like Doctor Doom's going to be in one of these poster scenes just to introduce him, and then they'll probably build him and King up side by side until those last kind of two movies come up, and then one's going to be probably about King, and
Right.
then the other one's going to be about Doctor Doom.
Right. And Stan, I'm happy that you mentioned a movie right there. That's going to be Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. And actually, we're actually going to be doing something for what is it like this?
Yeah, I
Wakanda
don't know.
Forever. But we're actually going to be doing something in Backrow Boys history for the first time. We're going to react or we're gonna do a trailer reaction to the new Black Panther Wakanda Forever movie. I mean, we haven't seen the trailer, hearing good things on Twitter and Instagram, but I chose not to experience it because just like my back row boy Stan right here, you didn't watch either, right?
I haven't watched it yet. I haven't watched it yet.
We want
Should
to
we do what
experience it.
the YouTube thing where you know how in the thumbnails they have the crazy reactions
Yeah, we should. We
like,
should. Here's mine. If we look at
I'll clip that out and put it
yeah, we look at the home loan kids. So,
in.
no, but so let's get into this trailer reaction. We're gonna, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. We haven't seen it, so it's gonna be our first time reacting to it. So let's do it.
Okay.
All right, let's get into it. Let's do it.
Don't cry. No woman, don't cry.
God, so sad.
Don't shed no tears. No woman, don't cry. Good friends we have and good friends we lost along the way. In this great future, you can't forget your past. So dry your tears, I say.
Oh snap! It's Namor.
Namor.
Namor. Ooh, his iconic outfit. Oh, Kendrick. Oh, snap. We gonna be all right.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's a nice logo. Oh my God.
November, baby.
Oh man, I
Ooh.
can't believe it's only a couple of months away. Oh my God, that's
Bro.
a crazy trailer.
Dude, that song was like, it got me. Like, I was getting goosebumps the entire time. My
Yes, I
goodness,
think I
bro.
was watching it. I guess it was that first part, I guess the funeral for Black Panther, I'm imagining.
I think so.
When
I
they're
don't
all
think,
this part where they're all in white.
yeah, I think so
Uh,
because I, because I don't think they've announced how T'Challa, obviously, for people that don't know, the original actor for, Black Panther, Chadwick Boseman, has passed away from cancer. So, they're continuing the story. And I've heard rumors that they're not trying to replace him. They're going to leave his legacy as is, which 100% is respectable. And that's how they should do it.
mm,
But no, I don't know how they're going to announce that part in the movie. Oh,
hmm.
there's Namor, man.
Yeah, Namor looks awesome. So I was thinking, or I was reading some things online.
Mm-hmm.
They're saying they may have like multiple like Black Panthers be in there. So like
Oh,
multiple people don the outfit.
okay.
I'm sure it's gonna be Shuri as one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then I forgot who do you know who the actor that plays the other tribe leader is? Uh, Winston Duke. So
Winston Duke. Yeah. Ubanku.
he
Yeah.
should be in one of yeah. So I think M'Baku. So I think he's not gonna be Black Panther, but I think he's gonna be him right there. So he'll
Okay.
be like a pivotal character in the film.
Okay.
But yeah,
Yeah.
man, I'm excited for it. Oh man, that Kendrick drop at the end was awesome.
Bro,
So
how they tie that music, like I
mm,
love that they're incorporating like music that we all connect to. And it's like, it's not just like, straight into that song. They're like building around it. And then boom, they have scenes like this where it's like literally I had goosebumps just watching all this. And
mm,
so, man, I'm excited, bro. Like, I mean, I know Marvel people have their like doubts and their concerns, how like it could be kiddish, it could be more Disney related. But dude, I mean, overall, bro, like compared to what's happening over there at DC, man, Marvel's doing it right, man. They have like a
mm.
formula that I think every like buddy should be watching. Every director should be like, man, I want to do that. I'm gonna
I
go.
think there's good and bad things, right? I think
Right.
good thing is there's the not again the unrealistic view, right? Like of course they're
Mm-hmm.
not going to be costumes and things like that all the time. That's when you differentiate, I guess, the Batmans of the world from like the Marvels of the world. Like
Mm-hmm.
Batman and the DC universe, the best like grounded universes, right? Because it felt
Right.
so real. Of course, he didn't have superpowers. They just made and so grounded, right?
Right.
And that's why I feel like DC is always going to struggle making a good superhero movie, especially if they try to make it grounded. Because superhero's not a grounded character; he's
Right.
super, like he has so many
Right.
powers. And again, I love how Marvel is doing it. Like, look at these characters. Look at Namor. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know if you know much about Namor itself,
The first
but he's
mutant.
in his
So
classic like green shorts. Like,
yep.
yeah, that's exactly what he looks like. I'm sure. Like, they didn't show his feet, but I don't know if you know
Mm-hmm.
on his feet they usually have wings. So that's how he like flies
Yep.
around.
Yep. Yep. That's true. That's true, man.
Do you know when they first introduced Namor in the MCU? This is a trivia question.
Oh, in the MCU?
Mhm. They didn't mention his name, but they mentioned a scenario that happened, and that was like a foreshadow to him.
Oh God, I think I know what you're talking about. I forgot what movie was that. Give me 1 second. Hold on, let me think. Let me think. Was it? Oh, was it in Age of Ultron?
What do you think in Age of Ultron?
Because
And
didn't they
maybe Age of Ultron.
mention
Maybe I don't
like
know.
or maybe they said like Wakanda, and they may have mentioned another place like Atlantis or something like that. I forgot.
Maybe I think they mentioned Wakanda in Age of Ultron.
Right,
So I think that was the first reference to Wakanda.
right.
I think the first reference to anything Namor related was actually in Endgame, like after the blip. Yeah, they go like do a flash forward, and do you remember? I think they're all sitting there, and then like the holograms of like Captain Marvel and
Oh,
the girl
okay.
from Wakanda, and like they're all standing up. They're all talking about, hey, what do we do now? Like, it was like 5 years after the blip, And they're like, hey, what do we do now? And then I think Black Widow was there too. Well, the girl from Wakanda. I'm sorry, I don't remember her name. I just
The
remember
volcano thing.
she was like, yeah, there was an underwater earthquake, and that's all they said. I was
Ah,
like, that's like the
you're
first
right.
reference to Namor. And then I remember people did so many like, oh shit, they're talking about Namor. They're talking about Namor.
Yeah,
He's gonna be like. And it's crazy how much they foreshadowed that. And
yeah,
if you look
yeah, yeah,
back at some of these other movies, they're foreshadowing movies like way ahead
yeah.
in these small little details.
Bro, no, that's so true because like, and I like that they foreshadow it and they keep their word and whatever they foreshadow and they bring it to fruition because like, dude, like I watched Captain America Winter Soldier like a couple of weeks ago. Dude, they mentioned Doctor Strange, but Doctor Strange's movie doesn't come out until 2 years later. Like it's crazy. So yeah, man, I'm glad that they're like, dude, like I said, Marvel is doing big things and like, I'm glad that we got to react to that trailer. It sucks that Chadwick Boseman is not, our Black Panther. Obviously, RIP. It's a crazy situation, but like, I'm glad they're continuing the story. I think they're gonna do a great job. Ryan Coogler, the director, is he's amazing. He always does amazing work, so I'm not worried about that. Yeah, so I mean, I'm glad we were able to react to that. It's pretty awesome, and maybe we should all watch that together, and that could be another fun episode that we do to get in the theater.
I watched this. I was like, watch the trailer again. I was like, I don't think I can watch the trailer again. Like, the big thing, like, I usually actually try to avoid trailers. So that was like one of my goals to try to like the movie that I'm gonna see. I try to avoid it. So actually, Thor: Love and Thunder, I didn't watch any trailers of.
Smart.
And then I watched the movie. It was, again, I didn't think anything crazy about it. But then I watched some of the trailers afterwards. I was like, oh, I mean, it didn't really show too much either. But like one of the big ones was Thor Ragnarok when they like revealed Hulk in the trailer. Imagine seeing that for the first time
Oh
like,
man,
you'd be freaking out because you're not expecting Hulk out of
that'd be
nowhere, right?
wild. That'd be wild. No, man, dude, like honestly, I give you props because like I'm trying to be better about not watching trailers. But dude, I'm addicted. Like I watch like if I watch like for let's do the Thor Love and Thunder one, like dude, I watched that like 30 times in a row. And then that was day one. And then day two, I watched another 40 times. Because I'm just always trying to find the details. Like what are we like what's missing or what's the because with Marvel, they're very sneaky. They try to crop things out and not show us right away and stuff like that. So it's annoying, but it's kind of a fun mystery. But that's kind of a bad thing I'm doing, so I need to be better about that.
It's our fan culture, man. Like I'm the same way, but I remember like the first time I watched the Thor: Love and Thunder, I watched Doctor Strange, and then it just happened to be one of the trailers before that, and I mean, it was amazing watching it in theater. I was like, oh my god, this is the trailer because it just started with him running as a kid, then an adult, big Thor with "Sweet Child of Mine" playing in the back. Oh man, it was awesome. So again, I'm the same way. I try not to watch trailers, but again, the thing is, if you don't watch trailers, it's all over social media. Like you're not gonna be everyone's gonna be posting, hey, the trailer just dropped. It was amazing. Look at these things in the trailer. All the YouTube searches or thumbnails would be like, look what you missed in the trailer, and it's gonna spoil something. So I was like, might as well watch the trailer so you know at least what you're getting because it's hard to go radio silent or kind of media silent as well, right?
No, and it's true because like that one, okay, because since you've seen Doctor Strange and hey, back row universe, if you have not seen Doctor Strange 2, so this is a spoiler warning, just forward in a minute from now. But it's kind of like it's exactly what you said, man. If you're not up to date with the movies, if you're not up to date with like the trailers or news, it's gonna be thrown in your face. For example, like when Doctor Strange 2 came out, everyone like posted on TikTok and Instagram about John Krasinski as Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic. And like literally I watched the movie like Thursday at 3 p.m. I literally just had to like rush to the theater, watch the movie real quick before things dropped. And dude, the moment I got out of that theater, I got onto TikTok and boom, that scene where Mr. Fantastic just popped out from that portal, it was already on like social media. So it's like, man, like this thing is like it's always like on, dude. Like, and that's why I always tell like I feel for people that because for me, like there's certain like what is it, episodes of shows or movies that I don't get to watch until a day or two after it drops. And I'm just like, I'm just avoiding every kind of person or every type of like social media platform just to not see anything, just not to ruin my experience in it, Yeah, man. I mean, I know we just talked about a bunch of the movies, but how do you feel about like Disney Plus and their TV shows? Like what they've brought out so far. What's your thoughts on it?
I think it's a good and a bad thing. They're marketing it for us who are the hardcore fans. but they always have to keep their more, and I'm going to say casual fans, but there's people that are not going to get Disney Plus or watch all these hours because it's a lot of time, right? And
Yeah.
again, they know how to take a lot of our time and take a lot of our money by producing all these shows. So they, for us hardcore fans, so if you know like the comics like we do, or know the back history of these characters like we do, we're going to pick up on, hey, remember like this small detail in a road of like, they're like, oh, the reference in this character. I like Miss Marvel, but I don't know if that's because you just have to like her. But I liked her as a character. I like the family aspect and things like that too. Moon Knight, it was okay. I didn't like it too much. I think it was a solid movie or a solid show. Hawkeye, I liked. I liked the dynamic between Haley Steinfeld and Clint. Falcon and Winter Soldier, I was not a big fan of. Loki was awesome. What If was awesome. WandaVision was good.
They did produce a lot of shows, but I did like Captain America, and I did like Ms. Marvel. Was hard to kind of like, but then towards the end, I'm like, oh, okay, I guess it's connecting to like the Marvels movie that's coming out next year or 2 years from now. But yeah, no, I mean, it's crazy because like at San Diego Comic-Con, they showed a lot of trailers for like the TV shows where Daredevil is coming out, and as everyone knows, like it was originally on Netflix. It was associated with Marvel Studios, but it kind of did their own thing. But now it's like coming into the MCU, and it's affiliated with Disney, and so they're coming out with like
18 episodes. Did you see that?
Dude, 18 episodes. Like that's like a
yeah.
That's like a sitcom kind of type of situation right there. But I'm excited, man. I like to know more about Daredevil and see if it's part of this universe or if it's part of it. It's kind of interesting where they're taking it to, really. She-Hulk is coming out, Loki season 2, What If season 2, like all these things are coming out. Like we're like you said, as a fan, dude, we're literally at the golden corral of Marvel right now. Like we're literally just at a buffet.
All you can eat. No, I was saying I don't know if you've seen She-Hulk, but She-Hulk is, or seen the trailer for She-Hulk, but it's supposed to be like the first Marvel like comedy or sitcom. I think every episode she's a lawyer, and it's supposed to be like pretty much in like a lot or like the courtroom every single episode is what I've been hearing, right?
Really?
So they'll introduce like random characters and things like that. And I don't know if you watched it. I'm sure you watched the end of that trailer.
Yeah, I saw that trailer.
Yeah, so the end of that trailer, they showed Daredevil in his like iconic red and yellow costume.
Yep.
So let's go. But they didn't even show his full body. They showed like a snippet of like as a teaser.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, that's gonna be funny. But one thing, I'm not a big fan. So with old school TV shows like Friends and Everyone Loves Raymond and all these things, they had those laugh tracks or like live audiences. If I hear a live audience in She-Hulk, I'm gonna be pissed. I hate that. Now in today's like TV shows, I cannot stand that. I hate when people add that.
You didn't like that in WandaVision?
No, I did not like that at all because I don't know why. I don't want to be like told when to laugh or whatever. Like I want to laugh if I think it's funny, not like because of an audience.
Yeah, I feel like that show is gonna break the wall because like it's kind of like Deadpool, right? Where they were like talking to the audience and things like that. So I think that's what that show is gonna end up being like. So, but man, I'm excited for what's bringing. So they announced, phase 5, and then the crazy announcement was that phase 6 announcement. So they announced 3 big things during phase 6, which is Fantastic Four finally announced. Do you think, I guess, John Krasinski is gonna be fantastic, like Mr. Fantastic there, or do you think, because people are saying they just did it for
the fans,
Doctor Strange, because the fans wanted it? Do you think he'll actually, or do you think they'll cast somebody else?
If I'm being honest, man, I really hope it is John, because I think he does a good job in that role. And especially if the fans have been wanting him for like the last 5-6 years, like it was, for first and foremost, you got to shout out to Marvel, Kevin Feige, the GOAT, the king. Like he brought what the fans wanted on screen. So if that's all it is, then I can accept it and move on. But I really hope it is John Krasinski. It's our boy Jim. Or whatever he did in Office. So
yeah, but I have a question. So if you had to cast the Fantastic Four, like who would you put as all 4 cast members?
No, that's great. So I would pick obviously John Krasinski as Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic. They were talking about his wife Emily Blunt as the Invisible Girl, so I would like that. Human Torch. So this can go so many ways, bro. There's a couple people that I think would be really good. Obviously, Zac Efron is up there. That the people have talked about that. But then you remember the guy from the Red Ranger from the newest Power Ranger movie?
No, I'm not a nerd like you guys. But I'm just kidding. No, I don't really watch the Power Rangers.
Oh, really? Oh, never mind. Okay, he was in Stranger Things too.
This is where we need Chris. We need Chris in here. Stranger Things. Which guy from Stranger Things?
So remember Max, the redhead girl?
Oh, Max's brother?
Yeah, he was the Red Ranger in the Power Rangers. So he would. I think he
really?
would. Yeah.
Billy.
Billy, yeah, Billy.
Oh, you just said him.
Yeah, no, he would actually be a good human choice because I think he was also like fan casted
Oh,
too. So they were talking about him. But
wow.
and also, and I don't know, now I think about it, I don't know any of these pics are mine. I'm just watching everything on Instagram, but they did talk about Jason Segel, who was on How I Met Your Mother, the tall guy. He's apparently
Yeah, I know how
cast.
this is like.
Yeah, he's apparently cast as the Thing.
What? Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know why I asked you this because again, those are pretty much my same three:
Oh
the
wow.
John Krasinski, Emily Blunt, and Zac Efron. And then and then I had like a wild card for the fourth one. Have you seen Breaking Bad?
Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, that dude.
Not Walter, but Hank.
Yeah. No, I was like, but dude, that's good too, man. That I can actually see that too. That'd be actually a great casting.
But I don't think they'll do it. But they're gonna have some like not lower name, but like just random actors in it too, because I think that's just too much star power.
Yeah. No, and it's true, man, because like, I mean, that's like one of the royal families of like comic books, the Fantastic Four. And I mean, there's been two iterations of the movie. So it's gonna be tough, man. It's a hard story to tell for it. I mean, it's possible. It's just the right people have to kind of direct it. But yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm definitely looking forward to all the movies, and we're about to finish out phase 4 with the Black Panther movie in November, and then we start with phase 5 in January or February with Ant-Man, Quantum Mania. So that's gonna be interesting. But yeah, man, I mean, hey, shout out to Marvel, shout out to Kevin Feige. I'm sure he's like having a cigar right now, having some whiskey, and just he's like, yeah, you know what? Go ahead and drop those trailers, whatever. Like, give the people something. I'm 100% sure he's feeling like that. But he's a G, man. He's OG, doing a thing, bro.
No, so D23. That's like I think a Disney event or Disney big thing where
Oh,
they do a lot
right.
of announcements and stuff. So I think there's still so many things left, for phase 6 that they can still announce, right? So
Right.
they only announced 3 movies. They haven't announced any shows or any other movies, right? I'm sure there's going to be a Spider-Man movie along the way, which again, Sony owns that, so they'll probably announce
Right.
that. X-Men, they've already kind of hinted at that. I don't know if you watched Miss
Mhm.
Marvel yet or not,
I
but the
finished
end of
it.
at the end of Miss Marvel when they announced she's mutant in the back, they had
Yeah.
the X-Men theme. Yeah, so I was like, oh my god, I got goosebumps when I heard that. But just hear the theme.
Dude, when I think I was like in the kitchen or something when I had it on the TV, and when I heard that I was like, whoa, did I just hear that? And so I had to rewind it. I'm like, oh my god, she's a mutant.
And that
But
changed it because I think in the original thing she's an Inhuman.
yep, exactly. In the comics, she's an Inhuman.
It's crazy how like recent some of these characters came out. So I'm not sure. Well, one of these characters, I think it's either Miles Morales or it's Miss Marvel. They were created in 2012.
Yeah,
Like,
I agree.
do you know which one it was? Or
It was Miss Marvel was in 2012.
Miss
I don't know when Miles came. I think around like the 2009, 2008 time too.
Yeah, so they're
So.
both very recent. Like they don't have much back history. Like we were alive when they were like the origin, and then like gone from there. Like how many more stories are gonna have kind of going forward too?
Well, and I think that's why the fans are not upset. Like, and a lot of people may not know what Inhumans or mutants, and that's probably all confusing. And that honestly could be another episode, like another topic for another day. But I mean, in the comics, she's an Inhuman, but in the show, they made her a mutant, and I think that's because they're trying to connect the mutants to the current MCU 616 planet. It's interesting because because recent she came out, which was 2012. Like, I don't think the fans are upset. Like, I don't think we're gonna, like, you and I or the other, like, super fans. I'm not worried about her being, them changing that from Inhuman to mutant, because even if you look at her superpower, that's not really her superpower in the comics. Like the glowing lights and
Yeah,
stuff like
the
that.
Embiggen. That's what she's like. Her body's actually physically. She's kind of like Reed Richards, kind of. Right? What she's actually supposed to be, but like Reed Richards and Ant-Man combined, right?
Exactly, 100%. And that's why I was just like, I'm not mad about it because I'm just like, I'm cool with that. Like, she seems like a cool character, and I mean, she's goofy and she's a little kid, but I mean, she'll grow, and like, I think she's gonna grow on us.
Sure, we can go in and out about Marvel, but I think the viewers are probably tired of hearing us listen. But I mean, like I mentioned, we could probably go on more about it too, because again, we're both very knowledgeable about kind of comics. We're both nerds, pretty much, right?
Exactly.
So we can keep going on about it.
Hey, and nerd culture, man. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. But man, hey, I mean, you're right, man. We can talk about Marvel till the chickens come out, till the sun comes back up. But no, but hey, this was fun, man. And shout out to our other Backrow boys, Chris and Toby. They couldn't make it today. Dan, I think we gotta let the Backrow universe on some, I guess, issues, some news about.
And on our little secret, right?
I guess I think you think they're ready? Should we? I mean, I guess we have to tell them, right? We have to tell them.
I mean, it's going to leak somehow. It's better that they hear from us.
Yeah, instead of TikTok, right?
So unfortunately, this is our last episode. I'm sure you guys have noticed one by one we've been dropping out. I know we had a good run. It's 15 episodes. This will be our 15th episode, possibly 16th if something along the way happens, but we'll see if that happens. But yeah, this is supposed to be our 15th episode, and it's going to be our last episode of season 1.
Season 1's done.
Season 1 is done. Evie, I'm glad to report that we've been picked up and renewed for a season 2.
Yeah, baby.
We're gonna come back stronger than ever. Hopefully, this little break again. There's gonna be an undisclosed break between now and when the next season starts. So that'll give y'all approximately 15-ish hour content to catch up on. We're not gonna stop posting. We'll still be active on social media, on TikTok, on Instagram. Sliding into them DMs, tweet at us, comment at us. Just share what you like, right? And the big thing is tell a friend. Right. So if you like it, tell a friend about the podcast, tell a friend about the YouTube video, and tell them to tell a friend. And that's the power of compounding.
There you go. But
yeah, I'm excited for season 2 is going to come.
Dude, I'm excited too. And to the Backrow universe, thank you for your support. Thank you for your follows. Like what Stan was mentioning, please let us know what you guys want to see on this channel. Like we're having a lot of fun just talking about random topics, playing trivia games, reacting to trailers, looking at the cars. We have so many fun episodes in this season 1, and we want to continue. So we're happy that we got picked up for season 2, but let us know what you guys want to see. If you want to see more, if you want to see, interviews, or if you want to see, us like trying out different things out in Dallas, let us know, guys. And we're happy to do this. Like what Stan was saying, tell your friends about us, share our content, follow, like, and subscribe on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. And guys, I guess for now, this is bye. We'll see you guys in season 2. Going forward, guys, Backrow universe, stay classy and continue to be kind. Peace out, boys and girls.
Peace.